I'm Claudia Kay and welcome back to my channel. I got a haircut, guys. I know for you people with long hair, you're like, oh, your hair wasn't that long because it, it touched my ears. Like it wasn't that long, but it was long to me. I had not had a haircut since before April when I had shingles and couldn't get out to get my hair cut. And I'd actually gone last week to get my hair cut because I was going to try out Betty's, which is Betty's Nail and Hair Salon and Betty's Flea Market. They're all in one building. One's on one side and the other takes up most of the rest of the building, but they're in the same building. So I was gonna go try Betty's for the first time ever. Usually I just go to Great Clips, and Great Clips has raised their prices 4 or 5 times since 2020. So it was expensive to go to a Great Clips instead of just going to a hairstylist that would know me. And because at Great Clips you just get whoever is up next. It's not like you have a specific hair, whatever. You know how that works. Famous Hair Co. What's the other one? They're all the same. So when I went last week, they were on vacation. So they were closed last week. Of course they were. And so then up until today, I had been having a massive fibromyalgia flare-up. You guys may have caught on to that if you popped into either of my sales, that I wasn't at my best on Monday and Wednesday. I'm feeling much better today, so I was like, that's it, I'm going to get my hair cut. So I hit a couple of garage sales. Just like Betty's is just, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes from my house. So as I'm just circling around through the neighborhoods, that is as far as I went today. I didn't even make it to the grocery store before I wore out. But I did get out today, which is the first time in over a week that I was able to go out sourcing and get my hair cut. And so the first garage sale I went to, you can charge whatever you want at a garage sale. You can, that is your right. You absolutely can charge whatever you want. Just like I can charge whatever I want on my live sale, and people that list on eBay can charge whatever they want. It doesn't mean someone's going to pay that. And she even told me, well, we looked on eBay and this is what it's worth from eBay. No, you did not look at sold comps. I know for a fact, because they had a lot of good glass, but I've sold that at the sold comp prices, and I know that what you're selling it at, or what you've got at price, is what people are asking, not what they're actually selling it at. And if you had toggled over to sold comps, you would know that your prices are outrageous. And even if I was a collector, I wouldn't pay that for it. Ridiculous. Also, you forget that people on eBay have to upcharge because eBay takes their percentage of that. So that's not what people are making off of that anyway. Part of that money is going to eBay. So it is not worth what you have put on it. Oh my goodness, everything was priced outrageous, including like glass toothpicks. They had them marked for more than I sell them on here. And I really wanted to say, you did not toggle over to sold prices, but I didn't. I just turned around and walked away. And then I went to the next one where I got a Westmoreland hand-painted uranium bell. Uranium bell, woohoo! And I know. I said I wasn't gonna buy any more bells, didn't I? I said that, but it's uranium. It's pretty. So that was my first find of the day. Uranium bell. At an affordable price so that I could get it for resale. And this will be in Monday's Glass with Class, 6 p.m. new time, 6 p.m. Eastern. So that was the first thing that I picked up today. And then I headed on over to Betty's and got my hair cut. And you guys, it was such a nice experience because it's much smaller than like a Great Clips. There were only two stylists working, and one was working on me and one was working on another lady who was getting I think a perm. But here's what's crazy is it is very hard for me to go and sit at salons or like to take my sons to barber shops when they were teenagers because I'm allergic to all of the smells. But it's also hard when going to know somebody new because they may not want to work around the mask. And at Great Clips, like it's in my notes on the computer and they'll work around the mask because they know I have severe allergies. But I thought, you know what? I walk around Betty's because usually if I'm walking around Betty's, there's only one or two other people in there shopping, and I feel comfortable not wearing a mask. Where if I am at Kroger, I'm wearing a mask. If I'm at Walmart, I'm wearing a mask. And it isn't just because of COVID. It is because I am allergic to everything. And if I walk through some woman's perfume cloud, then I have an asthma attack, I have a migraine, I have to leave, I can't do the shopping I needed to. So I wear a mask pretty much everywhere. But also it's super hot and humid here, so I was trying not to wear a mask today anyway. But I thought, well, I'll try it out. I'll try it out and we'll see. I couldn't even smell. They had such good ventilation in there that I couldn't even smell the lady's perm solution who was getting the perm. And there were no heavy cleaner smells. There were no perfumey smells. There were no, I don't know. It was a lovely experience. Both the ladies, both the stylists were awesome. So nice to talk to. And it was just relaxing and got my hair cut. It's done. If you see a little hair stuck to me, that's why. Humid today. But I also did a little shopping at Betty's. And I got this. It's so pretty. What's crazy is I love slag glass and I never collect any of it. But slag glass is just beautiful. Now, it does have a couple of rust spots on it. And I think that like CLR would take it out. But there again, I'm allergic to the cleaner. I can't use it. So it is clean from dirt. But if somebody wants to try to remove the rust spots, that'll be on them. This will be up for sale on Monday's Glass with Class. It's just so beautiful. See, you can see the rust spot really well. And then I think there's like rust right here. But, oh, it's pretty. Now, I did find this with a sticker on it, but there was more blue than the white glass. And the sticker said Kanawa. I don't know how to say that, but so maybe this is Kanawa. But as we have learned through all of our research on Glass with Class, molds were sold, molds were stolen, molds were copied. So I don't know, but I do know it is a gorgeous piece of blue and white slag glass. Love that. So pick that up at Betty's. And then it isn't always glass that I buy. I have to do this carefully. Ooh. Ooh. So I saw this first, and it is a 1950 U.S. Army Hospital Christmas program. Look at the graphics on that. So it gives you like all the names of the Army Nurse Corps and American Red Cross workers. It has the Christmas menu. Celery sticks. Virginia baked ham, hot mincemeat pie. So, and it has the privates, the recruits, corporals, private first class sergeants. It's just such a cool piece of history. So I picked that up. And then this one from 1953, I believe. It's the crochet patterns, but look at the graphics in this. Just fantastic. Oh, wow. So pick that one up. Then this one this was Sweater Classics, 1943. Look, you can make your very own blouse. So pretty. So it has everything that you need to knit. Does it knit these? I think so. And then this one's even older. This one is 1935. Juvenile and baby book. It's how to make them. Let me find. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a darling. 1935, you guys. This is 88 years old. Instructions. I thought I had a picture of, oh, here. Isn't that fantastic? So I picked those up. I don't know if anybody will be interested in, but I thought they were very cool. And then this 1950 Women's Day. Oh, I cannot wait to read through here. This is in pretty good shape too. So, 1950 Women's Day. How fun. Those are so fun. Okay, let me move those. The other thing that I got at Betty's flea market this morning was this little Made in Occupied Japan bird. It's tiny, but the colors are nice. So, Made in Occupied Japan, right there on the bottom. So that's what I got from Betty's. And then I went to a couple more garage sales. Got it written down here. Oh, this piece. I got that. Now, I cannot tell if the cranberry is stained or if it's just a very thin layer of cranberry glass, because it is clear glass on the bottom. I mean, it feels like it's just a really thin layer of cranberry glass laid over. I don't know, but it's super pretty. I don't think it's in poly, because in poly usually does a ridge here instead of a smooth polished top. So I don't think it's in poly. It's in poly style, most definitely. But it's this really pretty cranberry pinky purple. It's gorgeous. I don't know. And it's big. Look at that. So pick that up. That was the only thing I bought at that one. And then I went to one where she had a ton of clear glass. So I picked up some pieces I thought were pretty good. Got this from my mom. And from the polished bottom, I suspected that it was one of the elegant glassware companies of the Depression era. Also from, I recognized the pattern. I couldn't remember the name of the pattern, but I recognized the pattern. So I was pretty sure that this was elegant glassware, and it is. It's Duncan Miller. So, I know Dad said not to buy any more clear glass, but this will just slide behind and just sit on the shelf behind some of our other clear glass and crystal, so it's fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. It's fine. And I picked up this piece of early American pattern glass. It's etched. Look at, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I found a piece that wasn't etched, listed online as Adams & Co. either Ashman or Crossroads pattern from the 1880s. And I found a candy dish by them that has this pattern but it was a pedestal candy dish with a lid. Although this was the same shape, it was just smaller. So I don't know if this had a lid. Like, it doesn't have the wear as if a lid had been put on it repeatedly over the years. So I don't know, but it's beautiful. And you know, it's antique. It's more than 100 years old. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And so I bought that for me. Because it's cool. And I love antique glass. So I'm going to enjoy it for a bit. And it does have some wear at the corners. The corner, not every corner. That one's fine. This one's fine. But these two have, this one is the worst. So it did get bumped at some point here. I mean, it's very hard to find 100-year-old, more than 100-year-old glass that doesn't have some kind of chips. But I mean, it's in really beautiful condition besides the corners of the top. So I don't know, it's gorgeous. I don't even know what I'm going to use it for, but it was so beautiful. I had to have it. Had to have it. And then I picked up this bowl and it said Royal Dalton, and they started using this sticker in 1970, so we know that it's that age at least. And it has the crown acid etched right into the bottom. You're not gonna be able to see it, but Royal Dalton crystal. It's heavy, it's gorgeous. Ooh, look at the flash. And then right beside it was this piece of Waterford crystal. And it's interesting because this bowl is not worth as much as that Waterford, Marquis by Waterford crystal glass. Isn't that interesting how some things are worth more than... But beautiful, beautiful crystal. Now I'm not buying crystal for my mom in like serving pieces because they're too heavy for her to have to pick up and haul to the table and then have to wash afterwards. So as much as she loves the beautiful crystal, I'm trying not to pick up pieces of crystal for her. The glass is easier for her to carry back and forth. But I did pick up these. They had candle wax in them, so I thought they were candle holders. But then when I got them home, they do not, the opening's too big. So I don't know. But once I got them washed up, now there is still a bit of wax on the inside of each of them. Once I got them washed up, because I could not find these no matter how I searched them. I took pictures from every kind of angle. I searched crystal, candle, could not find anything. But they are acid etched with the crown on the bottom for Royal Dalton. And they are hand signed SR. So I don't know, but I did get those for my mom in case she wanted to switch out her. Right now she's using a set of early American patterned glass candles, the double candlesticks, but I thought she might want something that was a little simpler, so I did get those for my mom. But those don't have to be moved after every meal and washed again, and so also they're smaller, so it didn't matter that these were crystal, which they are crystal. And then I got the most at this garage sale. I found this little box, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but that looks cool. And this is what it was marked. So I looked inside and I thought, oh, maybe that's a pill box. When I got it home, and so here, I'll let you get a good look at it. And it's this size. So it is only, let's see, like 2.5 inches long. So I get it home and I open it. It's a pocket ashtray, you guys, or a purse ashtray. Isn't that the coolest thing? I didn't even know these were a thing that existed. And so when I did a search on them, because I recognized that this is where you set your cigarette. And sure enough, if you look on eBay, there's a whole bunch of these different types. Couldn't find this one specifically, but a whole bunch of this type of little pocket ashtray. So my daughter collects tobacco kind of stuff, and so that will be going to my daughter. She fell in love with it. I knew she would. But how cool is that? And in the original box. And oh no, last thing I got at that garage sale, these still had their tag on them and were originally $10.99. I paid $4. These are for my sister's grave. We alternate between putting real flowers on there, and then I have to go back 2 weeks later and throw the dead flowers away, and putting the fake flowers on, which also the sun fades out, especially this time of year, and then you gotta throw them away anyway. So if I can find them for $4 instead of the $11 to $20 these bunches usually are, but yeah, pick those up for my sister's gravesite, and I will get up there this week and I will replace whatever is currently up there. We rotate between mom stopping, me stopping, and then her daughter stopping, and she gets a lot of care. So I was happy to get those for $4. Then last weekend, if you saw my Wednesday coffee chat and a small sale, 10 a.m. Eastern every Wednesday, then you know that my niece did some sourcing for me at the flea market on Saturday because I wasn't feeling well, and she had picked up this hat pin holder, which is also antique. They stopped making these in, I think, 1889. This company went out of business. So she picked this up at flea market. She also picked up these adorable ashtrays. Little personal ashtrays. This one is a banjo amethyst, and this one is most likely a cello in this blue glass. Now I did find a listing for this one that said it was LG Wright, but they didn't have anything proving that. They were just saying it was LG Wright. So these will be up for sale on Monday's Glass with Class because these are super cool and super fun. So she picked those up for me, and she picked up this kitty. It has got a lot of crazing, mad crazing. But this little Siamese kitty planter, nice and clean, no chips, no cracks. So that's what she got from flea market for me. And then if you also were on Wednesday's coffee chat small sale, you know that she also found this hat pin holder, which look at the size difference in these. And I could not find another one like this. So I have no idea when it was made. It is completely unmarked, but look, it comes apart. And so your super long hat pins go down through here and then go into one of these 4 slots, so they're not coming back out the sides. And it was full of hat pins, just full. So I have got, see, you slot it down through there and then make sure it goes down into one of those. I have got a whole bunch of hat pins. Look at this one. And we learned that both the US and England limited these to less than 9 inches. They passed legislation. So anything in the 1920s, I think, so anything over 9 inches is probably antique, because they passed laws that would not let women carry ones that were that long anymore. And then we found some super cool. And then like these that were made out of Canada, militia buttons. So a whole slew of them. And my niece picked those up for me at a garage sale after she left flea market. They're amazing. Amazing. So those will be up for sale. I was going back and forth about how to price them. I just can't find enough info about them, so I'm gonna just go with it so I make a little profit off of them, because she paid up. They were not cheap, but I think they were worth it. So those should be up for sale next Wednesday's coffee chat and a small sale, along with like the kitty and the bird. As always, if there is something you've fallen in love with, you can email me to find out if it's available right now. A lot of the glass that I showed you will be in Monday's Glass with Class, because I have to pre-record my portion of it and send it to Nikki because I have a doctor's appointment that day. And it's just to establish care with a new doctor, because I haven't had a doctor since before 2020. So the items that I have picked for that sale, I have to put in that sale. And then last but not least, my friend Halen Vintage sent these to me for my kitchen. They were sugar shakers. They're missing their whatever would have been inside. But how fun are these? They match my kitchen, or will match my kitchen when I get moved back out on my own again. I don't have pink in my kitchen right now, but I have this color. Super excited about those. Those are wonderful. Love her. If you're not following Halen Vintage, you should be, because she's awesome. And if you are not following Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, you should be, because she is my partner for Monday night's Glass with Class at 6 p.m. Eastern. And we will be talking about Sowerby glass. Let me see. Yes, Sowerby glass. So I've got to do my research on that and record my part of that and send that to her. She is the genius that comes up with all of our graphics. She helps me with all of the research. She knows more about the older glass, where I know a little bit more about like the mid-century modern. We balance each other out well. She's awesome. I love her. She's amazing. If you're not following her, you should. Black Dog Vintage and Antiques. That's Nikki. And I think that is everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and tell me which was your favorite thing. I got a lot of good stuff. So, ooh, what was my favorite thing? I think I'm gonna have to go with clear glass. I have just fallen in love with antique glass, with the early American pattern glass. And so I've slowly, bit by bit, been switching over things that I use often in my bedroom on my dressers to clear glass, because for me, when I put things away, they cease to exist. But if they're sitting out in clear glass, then I know that I have them and I use them. So that is what I have been doing. I have been using clear glass, antique clear glass, to combat my ADHD. All right, remember, be kind. It doesn't cost you anything. It may mean everything to someone else. Bye.